Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So with it being back to school season, sadly, I decided to do a video on my top 10 pieces of college advice for, freshman students coming to college, or even if you're in college and you're just like, I just need some advice right now. I'm gonna give you guys my top 10 pieces of advice in today's video. So I am going to be a sophomore at the end of this month. I go back to school, and I really feel like my first year definitely gave me some insight, and it definitely helped me with knowing what I'm gonna do for this upcoming school year and the years I have to go, because the first year definitely kind of teaches you a lot. So I'm going to just start the video and stop talking, and let's just get into it. So I'm going to my phone and we're going to look at my list that I made. So starting off with number one, because this definitely hit a spot for me, is that college can be better than high school. I feel like my senior year definitely was a chaotic mess, just a big ball of bullshit, okay? And I'd always told myself and my friends and my family and my counselor, like, I just feel like college is going to be so much more better for me because and they would always tell me, like, girl, you can't even handle high school, like, what makes you think you're going to handle college? And do not let anybody tell you that. That's my number one piece of advice. If you're somebody like me who's very independent, and loves to do something that they enjoy doing, or loves to do something that is actually going to help them in their career, I feel like for me in high school, I just knew that, like, none of the class that I took that I didn't like not one class in high school. I didn't care for gym, never went to that class. Didn't care for like bio, like just certain things that it just didn't line up with what I wanted to do in life, and I just didn't see the need to do them. I kind of only passed the classes that I needed to senior year just to get by. And I feel like with college, it's almost like a breath of fresh air, because it's so, well, at least for me right now, it's like it's very calming. I like to spend my own type of time, and I like to know that I'm in school and taking classes that I genuinely enjoy. I'm not just taking them because I have to take them. I'm taking them because I choose to. Like, you choose to go to college, or at least for me, I chose to go to college, and I just feel like that's a very bad stigma that high schoolers or people tend to think, like, if you cannot handle high school, or you cannot handle college, and that is not true, okay? But I definitely think you do have to be mature for college. For me, I definitely think that college is just way better than high school, so that's just me. Number two, don't worry about making friends. I feel like my whole life I've definitely had like a core group of people, and then that kind of faded, and as you grow you keep in touch with people and whatever. But I definitely had like my very close group of friends in college, and I just feel like I didn't really meet anybody new that is like a very close friend, but I definitely met people that I love with all of my heart. But don't go to college seeking friendships. Like, don't go to college because it's a party school, or don't go to college because you want to meet them. Like, it's okay to want to, but don't go to college and then have that be your whole like motive. Like, I'm here to meet people. No, like, people will come to you, okay? Like, college is more school first, okay, and everything else is second, okay? Like, people will come to you, you'll meet people naturally. Don't try to force it. I know a lot of people who they're very to themselves and timid, and that's perfectly fine, but they still have their own group of people, and it's like, you don't gotta force friendships. Like, it'll just come to you. Don't let that be something that you're strictly going to school for, and just no, okay? Number three is the motivation that you get in the beginning, keep until the end. This one, like, number one and number three are like hit home, because for some reason, like, when I start school off in August or whatever, I started very strong. I'm on top of every single assignment. I'm emailing, I'm reading everything I need to read, I'm doing assignments early, I'm doing everything I need to do. And for some reason, after like 3 or 4 months, when it's like on that time of like midterms and you gotta whatever, it's like, oh my gosh, I went from an A to a C, like, what the heck happened? And then you're playing catch up in the end, and then you end up passing the class with like a C, and it's like, oh my gosh, just do not lose motivation. That's definitely something that I lack, and I am definitely going to work on it this school year, because for some reason it's like your motivation goes up because, like, oh my god, I'm starting school, like, oh my god, I have to be, and then it just goes down because it's like, we don't need to do that no more, and then it goes back up when you realize that you have to haul ass to do your work. And Don't let that be you, okay? I understand we cannot control it. If it happens, it happens, but at least recognize it and fix it, because oh my gosh, like especially for our summer classes that we just took, like I definitely was like up to date and then just crashed. Like it's something that happens. I don't know if it's just me or if it's every student, but you just crash and then you have to get the oomph to just do it all over again. But definitely balance that out. Let yourself have a nice happy place of like, I'm gonna do my work, I'll do this tomorrow, and actually do it, so that way you don't have episodes where you just feel like, what the heck happened to my grade? You know what I mean? Number 4 is have a relationship with your teachers, or try to. I think that this is a very big thing. Me personally, going from high school, which was very like, I guess talkative, to going to college in a very different environment, I was like very to myself, but for some reason naturally I just knew to make a relationship with my teachers. I just feel like if they knew my personality, if they knew how I was, like in case of anything, if I missed an assignment or like, I was good because they knew me and they were able to work with me. You know, not saying to take advantage, I'm just saying to make sure you do develop like a nice decent relationship with your teachers. You're not just somebody who's going to class, sitting for 3 hours and leaving and turning assignments. Like, you become a nobody, okay? I definitely feel like back in our second semester of last year, there was a teacher that I had that I enjoyed, and I feel like sometimes teachers do get, I don't want to say bored, but bored, and they get bored of their job. So to have some students where it's just like, I know I can talk to them and we can have a laugh together and like, it's kind of, you know, you help them out sometimes too, because like you're so on go mode of like, let me just teach, lecture, and leave, where it's like, it's kind of nice to have like a little friendship with them, and you know, it just helps you out in the end. So yes. Number 6, is that number 6? Hold on, what number am I on? Oh, I almost forgot. Also have a relationship with your dean. Not a relationship, but just know who they are. Definitely talk to them here and there, that way you're not just like, again, you're not just somebody who's just going to their school and they have no idea that you're even there. So you have a relationship with your teachers and have a relationship with your dean. Know who they are. Talk to them. Okay, just talk. Just talk. Okay, it doesn't take much. Just a hello and goodbye. Okay, they'll remember you. I promise. Number 5 is to make sure to keep yourself put together and to prioritize your well-being and mental health. This is a very big one, especially for me. I feel like, you know, some people will ask me like, why do you get put together for class and but it's like, if I don't look good, I'm not going to feel good, and if I don't feel good, I'm not going to do I'm not going to do and if I do it, I'm going to do it like I'm not going to give my whole 100%. I might give like 50. I might give 50, but if I don't feel good, I'm not going to do good. Like, if I don't feel good, I'm not going to produce nothing good throughout the day. Absolutely nothing, okay? So whenever your off days are, like for me, for our school, we never have school on Wednesday. It's kind of like the middle of the week. We have a break day. We don't go to school. And on that day, I either catch up on assignments and whatever, but mainly I'll take time to just like do my nails, do my hair, watch a movie, watch a show, you know, eat good, and you know, just be with family, do something that's just gonna take my mind off of school for a second. Because sometimes when you're on go mode all the time, you forget like why you're doing it, and you start thinking like, oh, is this worth it? Like, I'm so young, I'm so stressed, and like, no, that's not the thing. Like, don't let your age kind of dictate what you're doing. I feel like for me, like, I'm 19. I think I'm very mature for my age, and I definitely am more of in the mindset of I'm gonna work now so I can just be perfectly fine later in life. Like, I'll work my ass off right now, that way in a couple years I can just be good and love what I'm doing and not have to worry about money and finances. Like, I'm okay with that. But if I'm not good in the head, I'm gonna start thinking like, is it worth it? Like, do I really gotta go to school today? Like, I just went yesterday. Like, yesterday I already took a toll out of me. Do I gotta go to school today? Like, do I have to? And those are the thoughts that kind of run through your head. So as long as you keep your mind right and your body right, you'll be good. So don't neglect yourself, okay? You're going to school for yourself, hopefully. Never do something for nobody else. But prioritize yourself, please. Like, get your hair done. Make sure you do, like me, I always have my hair done. If my hair's not done, I won't be seen. My hair has to be done. Nails I don't care about, but sometimes I would, like today, right? Girl, press-ons. Some press-ons. I would, because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about myself. And little things like that will add up, I promise. Like, go get you some little perfume. Go do your thing. Because people don't talk about how the real life of college, like, it's very difficult. But it's also very easy if you make it easy. So I'm telling you, think about yourself first. Number 6 is speak up if you don't understand something. Always speak up. Never, ever, 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 ever not speak up. When I tell you, like, you don't have to do it literally. Like, let me tell you something. I had to take a basic math class, an algebra class, because we have to take algebra to do statistics and whatever. Okay, I hate math. I'm going for law. Okay, I'm not going for no biology. No, it's not my realm. It's not my thing. When I found out I had to take math, I'm like, damn. Damn. You know what I mean? So I took the class. First day, she's talking. At the end, she goes, "So, do you have any questions? Does everyone understand?" And I'm like, yes, I understand. 100%. You just fed me some food for thought. Great. Didn't understand that one thing. Guess what I did? I emailed her. Got back home, emailed her a nice little paragraph. Like, look, I didn't want to speak up in class, but just so you know, I don't understand nothing. And on the first day I don't get nothing, I'm definitely not, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse as we progress in this semester, okay? So just speak up. Don't speak up like you actually have to raise your hand. I mean, if something small, raise your hand, girl, say it, you know? But if something where it's like you're not good with people like me, oh my gosh, the anxiety I get, whew, that's why I emailed. straight on the email. Just speak up, okay? Speak up, literally speak up through an email, speak up like, can I pull you aside real quick? Anything that you have to do, just speak up, because I promise you, you holding it in is doing nothing. You're setting yourself up for failure, okay? If you don't get, I don't care what it is, literally just speak up to your teachers. That goes hand in hand with having a relationship with them. The more you speak up, but the more that you talk to them and they get to know your personality, the more that when you speak up, they're able to actually fend for you and actually be like, okay, you know what, the student I do understand and whatever, you know? Speak up, okay? Number 7, take advantage of your resources that your school provides. So the school that I go to, I'm not going to say, but the school that I go to, as well as probably every other school, hopefully, has a lot of resources. Like for me, the school the building I go to school in, we have like three buildings in on one street, and across the street is almost like a resource center. We have a girl who can help us find jobs, help us with the resume, help us with what is that called? Not volunteering, but oh my gosh, what is that word? I forgot. I'm gonna put on the screen, okay? But she helps us with all of that, and it's great. We have a person who helps us. She gives you free calendars, and she'll help you go through your schedule to literally mark it all on a calendar. That way you're never confused. You're right on time. You're good. We have so many things at my school, and even at your school. So if you're coming into college, or even if you're already in there, like, find out every single resource that you have, because I promise you that school is not just there to lecture you and have you go home and do some assignments and get a grade. I promise. There's probably multiple things that your school offers. So find out what that is and take advantage of it, okay? Okay, number 8, manage your time wisely. Oh my gosh. This is something that I need to really tackle this year, because I promise you, like, me mentally, it's school. Like, I might feel like shit, my room is dirty, but I have an essay due tomorrow and I have to do that essay. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, mind you, I do everything early. So another piece of advice, I'll just sneak it in there. It's kind of like 11 pieces, but we're gonna make it 10. We're gonna sneak it right in there. Do some stuff early. Do some assignments early. I don't care if you have a midterm that's due in 2 weeks. Start it right now. Start that right now, because guess what? Once you have like 3 out of 5 pages you might have to write, you only gotta write 2. Okay, and then you can turn it in possibly, and it's already early. Do everything early, please. Okay, but back to what I'm saying. I have to learn how to set aside certain times and be strict and be consistent on it, because I need to start doing, like, okay, I got to school at 1 o'clock. I'll get home by 2, eat at 2:45 till 5:30. I'm going to do all my schoolwork I have to do, you know? Do that. Or from this time to this time, I'll clean. Set aside time, please. Do not just think like, well, whenever happens, happens. When I get, and don't keep it on your head. That's something I do. I promise you, I'll have a whole plan for the day in my head, but it's not written down. No time is set aside. There's nothing there. Just set aside some time, be strict, be consistent, and manage your time, okay? Okay. Number 9, do every assignment possible. When I tell you every assignment will add up in the end. Extra credit, I don't care if it's worth 1.5. Do that. Every announcement, she said, oh, reply to this and you'll get, do that. Do it. Do everything possible, because I promise you it'll add up, and by the time you take your midterm or your final and you might not have gotten full points, the points from doing all those small assignments will add up and kind of boost you and be able to give you a 95 from the 90 that you have. You know, like, you never know. Just do them. Every point counts. Do them. We're on number 10. Oh my gosh, how long was this video? I feel like I don't want it to be short. Number 10 is don't forget your end goal. Let me tell you, I know a lot of people, it just in life, that they start something they don't finish. And I think when you make the decision to go to school in college, and any type of schooling, if you're going to trade school for hair, for nails, for lashes, for being a doctor, being a vet, being a lawyer, anything, I don't care, do not forget why you're doing it, okay? Because I just think when you're in the now and when you're in the present, you tend to only think of the now and the present, and you don't think about, like, listen, I'm gonna just tackle this now because in 2 years, in 3 years, in 5 years, or whatever, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be financially stable. I'm gonna live the life I want to live. I won't have to think about where am I gonna come up with this money from, or da. And I'll actually enjoy the job I'm doing. Like, some people think, you know, oh, I want to go and be a doctor, and they go a year in and they're like, you know, actually school's not for me. Girl, the first 2 years of college have nothing to do with your major. Let's start with that, okay? The first 2 years in school are just all your, like, pre-classes. Some of them might have to do with what you're studying, but most of the time they will not, okay? So once those 2 years are knocked off, your third year is when you start actually doing what you want to do. Do not forget your end goal. Don't forget why you're doing it. Like, remind yourself, create a vision board. Put quotes as your phone wallpaper. Put it all over your room if you have to. Put it on your toilet paper so when you wipe your ass, you can make sure that you remember, okay, like, this is what I want to do in life. I don't care how much it stresses me right now, because guess what? In a couple years, I'm going to be on the beach. I'm going to be laying down and I'm going to be good, because I tackled all my stuff early in life. I did what I wanted to do and I didn't stop, okay? Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Do not forget it. Do not forget your end goal. I don't care what it is. Don't forget it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I was able to give you guys some takeaways and actual pieces of advice that you guys can use. And yeah, so stay tuned for the next video. And yeah, love you guys. Mwah.